the Capitol with District 96 Representative Louis Moore. Representative Moore, thank you for stopping by MyLegislator.tv.
Thank you for having me.
It's always a good day at the Capitol when you come up and you visit your representatives. And today we had the day of prayer, and I noticed that you participated.
Yes, I did. It's a wonderful day to have the people recognize the power of prayer here at the Capitol.
Well, and you're sporting your sticker, and that's always good. Though, talking about issues that we've been hearing of interest, and part of that is really, Representative Moore, how you spend our money.
Sure.
Can you talk a little bit about the budget and in particular the spending and how we're trying to cut spending?
Sure. The budget this year, we knew that we were going to have a little bit of a shortfall. We thought it might be as much as $1 billion. It's going to be roughly around $350 million or so. And we, as legislators, are very, very concerned about making the best and the wisest use of the tax dollars that you, the taxpayer, send up here for us to spend or allocate on those things that best serve you and the state of Oklahoma.
Well, in talking a little bit about that, what areas have we decided to cut back on? What areas are just too important and maybe even might have to have an increase?
Well, that's a great question. There are several areas that are bigger than others, and one is, obviously is education, one is DHS, and one is Department of Corrections. And those three require probably the lion's share of the budget. And then also transportation, meaning roads, highways, and bridges. And of the four, I don't know that any one of them has an overall more importance than any of them. I think a lot of people would say that education does. But what we want to do is, as we go along, make sure that we're spending the money that we have, that we're allocating in the best possible fashion so that we get the most for our money.
And right now, there's a lot of conferences going on, a lot of committees on appropriations going on. How close are we to having the budget resolved?
Well, I know that they've been the appropriations committees and the people that are the vice chairman of these different appropriations committees. They are working on this thing day and night, and we're very, very close. I think it'll be somewhere around sometime next week. We're going to be going into sessions that last anywhere from 12 to 16 hours. So there's a lot of work yet to be done.
It's a long work day, and as we follow this as constituents, is there a place maybe on the web or somewhere where we might be able to look at some of that documentation, or when the budget is finalized?
You know what? There will be websites that we'll be able to go to for the individual appropriations chairman and vice chairman. They'll have things, and the okhouse.gov will be a place to be able to find that information as well.
Always a great resource when we can find out all the information that we can so that we can come up with good advice or comments for you.
Sure. We are not the holder of all the information, of all the brain power in the state of Oklahoma, that is for sure. But we do want to encourage people to, and people here, to use their brains and not bureaucracy to try to make this thing work to the best of our ability. And we do want things to be as clear and transparent as possible. And we do want people in Oklahoma to have a say-so and to be involved. And so one of the things that we've talked about in the past is making contact with your local legislator, and coming to the Capitol in person is probably the best way of doing that. So if there's something that you're very passionate about, something that, or if you live very close, please come to the Capitol first. I mean, that's the best way to make contact, and by phone, email, and just regular mail, those are ways that you can certainly get your point across too. But coming here face to face, making your point is the best way.
And Representative Moore, a lot of times just regular civilians are intimidated by this building, but the process is not very hard. Do you mind if they step up to the front of the House of Representatives and fill out a little green sheet and call you out to talk? No. Or is it better to make an appointment? Talk a little bit about that process.
Well, I mean, if lobbyists can do it, if lobbyists can fill out the green sheet and call somebody out, then you are most certainly welcome to do the same. You come to the Capitol for whatever reason, and just come up to the fourth floor, sign us out, and we'll come out and give us a pitch and talk to us about an issue that you have, a question that you have, a concern that you have, or make an appointment with the legislative assistant and for a specific time in the office. Sometimes that's more difficult to do, especially as they're getting into this crunch time. But just coming up there and pulling people out, sometimes they welcome that break.
It is a very easy process. A lovely lady right in front of the House of Representatives with her desk. She's flanked by 2 pages or 2 youngsters up working for the week, and you just fill out a form with your representative or whatever representative you want to talk to, and they'll send it in, and that representative a lot of times come out. Now, Representative Moore, do I have to bring 20 people with me to make an impact? A lot of times it's just me.
Sure. Well, I mean, just you alone, and if you have already in some way, shape, or form made contact with your representative, or they know you by sight, and you sit up even on the 5th floor in the balcony up there, they will see you, and then when you come back down, they'll, they're waiting for you to call them out.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not that hard to make an impact in our state government. Representatives like Louis Moore welcome us to speak with them about the issues of our heart. Representative Moore, thank you very much
Thank
for
you
the
so
work
much.
that you do for our state.
Thank you very much.